Warning. Warning. If you hear something that makes you upset on the broadcast, true, opinion, or otherwise, you are free to sign off or go to another channel. If you can't, please contact the displayed number below to seek help. Trolling and hate watching is more serious than you think. Now back to our scheduled broadcast.
He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn wall! Subscribe, because it's not a bad idea. Let's keep this in mind for those of you who are my subs, new and returning. On this video, I will not only be speaking as a content creator, but I will be speaking as a wrestling fan since I was the age of 5. So I'm not on some bandwagon. I'm also an Alabama native. Also, my fandom of wrestling did not begin with Hulk Hogan. It began with guys like the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, Tommy Wildfire Rich, Bobo Brazil, Magnum TA, the Road Warriors. I mean, guys like that. I first saw Hulk Hogan in the movie Rocky 3. Then a few months later, I learned his name was Hulk Hogan and he won the WWF World Championship. But I was way tired of Hulk Hogan long before any recording of him saying the N-word was ever released. So keep that in mind as well. You know, I might explain that in another video. But I will say this. I'm not on the front line of this social media outcry against Hulk Hogan, but I understand why there is outcry. Terry Bollea, known by his stage name Hulk Hogan, has passed away at the age of 71. The outcry is because the Hulkster was recorded while porking some guy's wife, saying the N-word in a rant about his daughter Brooke dating a black man. Yes, that N-word. Warning, I will use the N-word during this presentation, but I'm black. So that's okay in most cases, I guess, and there are black people that make the conscious effort not to use that word in any variation. But newsflash here, many blacks use the N-word habitually. The word is used in movies and rap songs performed by blacks. Okay, so with that being said, it can never be okay that non-blacks, especially of the Caucasian persuasion, to ever use the word nigger or nigga. The nigga variation is our way, our meaning foundational black Americans or black people. It's our way of claiming the word is ours, which I always found questionable, but no big deal here. That word has a long history of being anti-black racism's calling card that is accompanied by acts of oppressive degradation and violence. But do people who aren't black have a point when they ask, why is it okay for black people to use the N-word and not anyone who isn't black? Okay, well, that's two questions. But they don't have, they both, excuse me, have the same answer. Do they have a point when asking that? The answer is this simple. Fuck no. We don't give a rat's ass. We don't care. All right, peace, nigga. Okay, the second question. Okay for, how's it okay for black people but not anyone else? Again, the answer is fuck no. We don't give a rat's booty and we don't care.
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care.
Let me tell you something. For the people who have to ask that dumb shit like that, you are probably doing what Hulkamania thought he was doing. Saying the N-word behind closed doors and or just away from FBAs. You know, because the tether class is okay with it. I want you to watch this clip right here. Pretty much explains this dynamic from a white man's perspective. Listen to this.
Black people saying that white people ain't that racist.
Really? You ever been in the room after the last black person walked out? It's not a pretty sight. I wouldn't count on any Asians, Latinos, or Middle Easterns to stand up for you either. Because around you, it might end with A, but when they just around white people, it usually ends in ER. And that's how racist white people are specifically towards black people. Other marginalized groups feel they can get a step up if they talk shit about you too.
So if you are FBA, if you're black, and after hearing this, think about it. Hogan was the one that got caught. Odds are your non-black co-workers, neighbors, friends may be like this, freely using the N-word behind closed doors and away from foundational Black Americans. I mean, even some of us on this side are afraid of that reality. You know, some of us want to believe that we are the exception to the rules of WS. So sad. You know, some of you are those types that let your white friends use the N-word anyway. Oh, it don't bother me. I want to know who all the racists are. A lot of you out there are the same way. You know, you rather use Hulk Hogan to attack other blacks on their view of this. Like, if you're black and you say, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. I can speak for me when I say I don't care, based on the many displays that I've seen on social media. And a couple of you out there might be like, well, now ain't the time, Kevin, or ready to jump on me like y'all jumped on those wrestlers, that the black men wrestlers that tried to explain their work rate relationship with Hulk Hogan, and you guys just completely rejected. I don't care what those black men say, and they're black people. And here's what you guys don't understand about racism. Most of you complaining right now, it's never really been in your face like that, unless you watch the news or you are in a couple spaces in social media. You've never seen it live and in living color. You know, like my parents and my grandparents and my great grandparents and, you know, my in-laws and, you know, their parents, their grandparents, my spouse, her, like, you know, you get the idea. I mean, shoot, you guys are living in soft ass fucking times. And you explode because your first reaction to a white person anyway, as a black person, is to be nice. Your first reaction to a black person is to be suspicious. And that's something you got to fix. And that's something Hulk Hogan's death can't fix. So what did Hogan do? He was recorded in a rant about a black man dating his daughter, saying that if his daughter was going to date a nigger, let it be an 8 foot tall nigger that is worth $100 million, like an NBA player. So basically he says that he doesn't want his daughter dating a broke nigger because, you know, her last name is Hogan. And, you know, when he said nigger, he meant black men. Hey, you know, I'm not a nigger. Okay, but how is this any different than what, you know, the average black person says every day about a black man, white woman relationship? But if it's not the black men that y'all just date the fat white women, is that when you speak in terms of an NBA player, it's the money going to the white community. So what is Hulk Hogan besides the gratuitous use of the N-word, which you guys use the N-word too when you explain your points of view on interracial dating when it comes to black men and white women? I mean, which makes it seem like being mad about that is hypocrisy. I don't care if a white person prefers white people to be with white people, especially in a climate where black people prefer black men to be with black women. See what I did there? Yeah, sometimes you N-words sound like them racist whites. You are more alike than you think you are. The thing is, though, we get a pass because of history. The history that will never be forgotten as long as you teach your kids the respect and awareness. And that's just a word for foundational black Americans. I don't care what other groups of races do. You know, we got to care what we do. We got to care how we look. You know, we got to care what we are doing for our own people. Instead of worried about an element of society that already has their mind made up. Oh, what else did he do? He was talking to his son while his son was in prison, I believe, if I'm making a mistake. Or if anybody want to post a link to any sound bits, any clips, you can feel free to do it in the comment section if YouTube allows it. But supposedly he told his son is that you don't want bad karma and come back from the dead as a black person. You know, I mean, reincarnated as a black person, whatever. But, is it racist for a white person to be proud of being white? I mean, it's ridiculous for me, at least, to hear a white person say it's racist for a black person to only support and only like black people or care about black lives. I mean, I think that's ridiculous. So, hey, I don't care. I mean, if he wants to come back as a white man, okay. Shoot, who are we to decide what God's plan is? Including Hulk Hogan. You know, don't get me wrong. Maybe if we were all wrong and he was a good person, then he'd probably come back as a black person. Soul power. Yeah, somewhere in another universe, the immortal Hakeem Hotep is being canceled because he's saying if my son's gonna date a white girl, she better have a big old booty and some go. She better not be on OnlyFans. She better submit. And then he actually finds her. But he getting canceled by the dick police. Yo, mama black! The power of my hotel maniacs. Go ahead, Hakeem. Oh, what else did he do that everybody's so mad at? Supposedly he let go 2 girls that were doing promotional tours for his Real American beer that were black. I heard it was 2 of them. Some sources say it's 1 girl. You can post that link as well in the comment. But look, what black person just is saying? Yeah, I know Hogan said all that stuff, about N-words, but I'm thinking about trying that Real American beer. Nah, wait a minute. He fired 2 black girls, man. He don't want no black people around. Like, why y'all be calling these people racist and then act like y'all want to be included with them too? Man, like, we were just not a part of it. I mean, ain't no but white folks showing up for these events. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, yes, he's racist. Hold that fire to that motherfucker's feet. Shit. But we still got black folks going around believing that DEI was for us. Yeah, what a joke. Y'all want to be included too much. It's like, after y'all are already mad about the whole N-word thing, you should have expected this anyway. Why are you mad about it? It's like, oh yeah, yeah. And why are we not asking the question of the girl? Why would these girls want to go work for Hulk Hogan? Like, ask them that. They wanted to work for a proven racist, and then they went online and started complaining. Hulk Hogan let us go because we black. Surprise, surprise. Shoot, I just say this. I've been tired of Hulk Hogan, even before all of this. Like, I didn't care. Like, I just I was just saying to myself, I knew this man wasn't shit. Like, seriously. Shoot, I mean, I spent a lot of matches cheering for Hulk Hogan. They were all the same bullshit formula. And then, like, he just got, I don't know, I'll explain it in another video because I don't want to get off into that tangent. The point is, this man has a tarnished legacy. You don't have to look at him in any positive way because he for sure is a racist. But one thing you cannot deny is his contribution to making televised professional wrestling a global brand. I mean, he took an organization from regional to worldwide with his popularity. I mean, I don't think that makes him the GOAT. He's to wrestling what Michael Jordan is to basketball. No, do not make that comparison. That is an undeserved comparison. Michael Jordan, there's discussions out there that say that, some think that LeBron may be the GOAT. So that's all up for argument. But definitely, as a wrestling fan, Hulk Hogan is not the GOAT of professional wrestling. I mean, but he was mega fucking popular with crossover appeal to different audiences, bringing pop culture, together. I mean, that for younger kids who don't understand that and just was around for the N-word, I mean, it's really fake outrage. Like I said, y'all the ones that ain't went through no real racism or ever faced it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then some of y'all disrespect older people for trying to tell you about this stuff based on your own little ratchet, stupid, ghetto behavior. So if you're going to be mad at Hulk Hogan, stay consistent, and maybe you need to reevaluate a couple things. But if you are a foundational black American, you can be upset. It's justifiably so. Don't let people like Hulk Hogan off the hook, even in death. His legacy is that he is a racist. He's one of the biggest 80s icons. That's something that none of us can take away from him. I can't tell the next black person how to feel about this. So yeah, I'm kind of on both sides of it. If you want to say rest in peace, I'm not going to be pissed off with you. Because if I'm pissed off with you, then that means that I'm missing the whole point of why we're mad at Hulk Hogan. And maybe a lot of y'all virtue signaling people out there that's just using this as an opportunity to chase clout. Maybe you need to think about that too. So anyway. So as far as Hulk Hogan, yes, he was a big part of my childhood, but that's no excuse. There's no excuse for him. If any of you out there, non-black or anybody, you're welcome to educate yourself on the history of why people are outraged about this. And my suggestion is that you let them have it. If you're going to say rest in peace, rest in peace. Say rest in peace, but I don't suggest dying on that hill. Just if we all respected each other's opinions for real, we wouldn't even have all this. So you would already know what to do. But yeah, nobody's perfect. Hogan definitely wasn't. So, all right then. Sayonara to an icon, a legend, a racist. The very mortal Hulk Hogan.
And after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.